Hello and welcome to Volusia Magazine. I'm Amber Osman. In this week's episode, we have the early voting locations for the county's primary elections. The Department of Health is offering dental sealants for local elementary students at no charge. And the hot, dry summer months have increased the threat of wildfires in the county. Plus, Joanne Magley talks with Carlos Valderrama from the Volusia County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Those segments and more coming right up on Volusia Magazine. I hope you stay tuned. Volusia County's primary election is August 30th, but you don't have to wait until then to vote. Registered voters can beat the rush by voting early. Early voting for the primary began August 20th and will last through this Saturday, August 27th. Early voting sites include the public libraries in Daytona Beach, Deltona, New Smyrna Beach, and Ormond Beach, along with the Department of Elections, which is in the historic courthouse in downtown DeLand. The sites are open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Voters may cast a ballot at any of these designated early voting sites no matter where their precinct is. The county offers early voting as a convenience to the voters, giving them more opportunities to cast their ballot. It's important to vote in the primary because many races will be decided at this time. If a candidate receives 50% plus one of the vote, he or she will win that election. On primary day, August 30th, 100 voting sites across the county will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Because this is a presidential election year, Volusia County's Elections Department is gearing up for a high turnout for the primary and the general election, which is November 8th. To prepare for the large influx of voters, the department has been testing its automatic tabulating equipment, which includes optical scanners, touchscreen units, and electronic voting ID units. Additionally, the county's canvassing board recently oversaw the testing of 10 randomly selected units of the voting equipment that will be used during the August 30th primary. For more information about early voting, please call the Department of Elections at 386-736-5930, or you can visit volusiaelections.org. Volusia County is sealing the deal on oral hygiene. Over the past 3 years, more than 15,000 children have received dental sealants from the Department of Health in Volusia County. Dental sealants, which are thin plastic coatings applied to the grooves on the chewing surfaces of a child's back teeth, protect the tooth enamel from decay. And they work. Less than half of 1% of the youth who received the preventative treatments had subsequent cavities in sealed teeth. The Department of Health's school-based preventative dental program reaches out to children most at risk, as racial and ethnic minorities and children from low-income families are less likely to receive preventative dental care.
And we not only provide the dental sealants, but we also do education, assessment on referrals to the dentist, fluoride treatments, and cleanings. And the importance is because the back teeth of the chewing teeth in the mouth, 90% of decay develops in these teeth. If we can catch the teeth when they're first erupting, or even after they've erupted but without cavities, then we can seal them, put a thin plastic coating on it, and they chances are will not decay.
Parental permission is required for a child to participate in the preventative program. Department of Health, Volusia County provides consent forms to Volusia's Title I elementary schools each year. Students who return a signed form receive preventative treatments at no charge. Dental sealants not only prevent cavities, but also big bills. For every dollar the Department of Health invests in dental sealants, it saves $1.88 in fillings. This is in addition to future savings from decreased emergency room visits for dental pain and decreased chronic disease caused by poor adult oral health. In adulthood, poor dental health has been connected to diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and preterm and low birth weight babies. Another recommended practice to promote good oral hygiene is flossing.
Flossing is really only one mechanism for cleaning the teeth. You know, interdental cleaning is what's important, and we don't want to limit it just to floss. Toothbrush cannot reach between the teeth, so you have to have something. Whatever a person can use to clean interdentally, that's what's important.
For more information on health services provided by the Florida Department of Health, you can visit volusiahealth.com and click on the Programs and Services tab. The medical billing and coding industry now has 14 new candidates to fill high-demand job openings, thanks to a partnership between CareerSource Flagler Volusia and Synergy Billing. Joanne Magley has more in this week's Business Beat.
Jason Meyer, CEO of Synergy Billing, has been making a name for himself since becoming a successful entrepreneur as a teenager. He was named the News Journal's 2016 Young Professional of the Year. His company was recently recognized by Inc. magazine as one of the nation's fastest growing private companies, and it was also recognized by Florida Economic Gardening Institute as one of the top 50 Florida second stage companies to watch. Now, Meyer is helping to fill a gap in the knowledge and job skills in our community for the medical billing and coding skill set. He partnered with CareerSource to develop a 4-month medical coding program.
Well, I knew we had a need probably 3 or 4 years ago, so we started seeing these things and realizing that there's plenty of demand for our services, but there was a bottleneck when it came to hiring, recruiting, and so we knew we needed a training component. And so that was about 4 years ago. Then 3 years ago, we hired a director of training and education. Her mission was to build an internal training program to develop our staff. And that was successful, but we couldn't do it fast enough. So we needed to come up with some other ways to develop the workforce. And that's what inspired the Career Ignite program.
Synergy Billing provided the curriculum, HR services, and classroom space here at Holly Hill, while CareerSource provided tuition for all of the students. The tuition covered all of the technical certifications, coding books, membership in the American Association of Professional Coders, and preparation for the test required to become a certified professional coder. Meyer said CareerSource also helped in the screening process for class applicants.
But most importantly, we had to find the right people. Because you can make people do a lot of things, you can teach them a lot of things, but you can't make them care. You can't teach passion. You either have it or you don't have it. So we started with a group of folks that were very passionate, that had a desire to be successful, but for whatever reason, life had thrown them curveballs. So this was a way to get those people back on track, teach them a fundamental skill that they could take to any healthcare organization and put to practice. We're hoping that they'll come and work at Synergy Billing because we have a need for them.
One of those graduates is Janelle Rodriguez, who spoke at the Career Ignite graduation.
And it's been a long 3 years, and I can't believe I did this. I'm so proud of myself because I didn't expect this.
Proud of you too.
And I know there's a lot of people out there that are looking for something like this because they are lost and they don't know what to do. And at 46, I'm proud of myself. I'm sorry. And I know, and I've met so many great people. The professor, Jason, Morella, you guys, thank you. Thank you, because I know that from here on out, the sky's the limit of what's coming.
The medical coding industry has nearly 100% employment rate with a starting pay of $36,000 a year, paying as much as $60,000 a year. And for Meyer, the success of this class is just the building block for a larger career training and development program.
This is just the beginning, okay? This is proof of concept of what we can do. The next step for us, we are going to build this program, and it's going to be, you are the inaugural class. This is a momentous thing. You guys should get t-shirts and stuff too, because I believe in 1 to 2 years from now, you'll see how this evolves, and there will be hundreds of people that have come from all different walks of life that learned this trade in this field, and I'm hoping that they will all work at Synergy Billing.
For the Business Beat, I'm Joanne Magley.
The Spill the Water Heroes, stopping mosquitoes by spilling the water where mosquitoes are made.
It stopped raining. Kids, do I see some of your toys out in the yard?
Hero suits activate. Invisibility bug spray applied. A Spill the Water hero knows. To save summer, got ya! You gotta spill the water. Here is at home. Can you find the things around your house that can hold water? Keep your summer free from mosquitoes.
This summer across Volusia County, we've seen relentless record-breaking streaks of high temperatures. Along with those high temperatures, there has been limited rainfall, with the majority of it arriving with the afternoon thunderstorms. Currently, Volusia County is in the 400s on the Keach-Byram Drought Index. When you combine the high heat, the lack of rainfall, and the fact that Central Florida is the lightning capital of the world, you have a recipe for an increase in lightning strike fires.
We've been getting a lot of rain on the west side of the county, which is good, but on the east side, on the coastal side, it's still dry. As a matter of fact, July was one of the driest months on record, and in the case of lightning, you're talking about 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit hitting the ground. You've got dry vegetation. You've also got all these winds that are feeding into the thunderstorms, which just gives plenty of oxygen to something, and it'll set out there and either percolate or it'll break out right away.
In July, Volusia County had 37 lightning strike fires. Typically, fire season ends as hurricane season begins. And although we have gotten afternoon thunderstorms, there has not been enough rainfall to alleviate the fire danger. If you see lightning and then you see smoke, you should call 911. However, once lightning strikes, the fire may not be visible for a couple of days.
You get out and you walk on any of our trails here in Volusia County, you'll notice that there's a layer of what's called duff. It's the leaves, it's the organic matter that is returning back to carbon base, but it is a great fuel source. Sometimes we've seen that up to a foot deep, and it will hold fires, and very similar to a structure fire with blown in insulation, where it'll create its own path underground, and it's very difficult to locate. Luckily, we do have technology that we can look for some of those things.
The following tips can help homeowners be fire wise. Clear leaves and pine needles from your roof and your gutters. This helps prevent embers from igniting your home. Remove dead vegetation and other items from under your deck and within 10 feet of the house. Remove flammable materials, including wood piles and propane tanks, within 30 feet of your home. If it can catch fire, don't leave it near your house, your deck, or your porch. Prune trees so the lowest branches are 6 to 10 feet from the ground, and remove tree branches that hang over your house. Keep your lawn hydrated and well maintained. If it's brown, cut it down to reduce fire intensity. Dry grass and shrubs are fuel for wildfire. Dispose of debris and lawn cuttings quickly to reduce fuel for fire. And if you're planning to do any outside burning, make sure you follow the associated regulations. Any outside burning should always be done with caution and never left unattended. For more wildfire safety tips, you can visit volusia.org/fire rescue. Do you have a project you're working on around your home? The upcoming Volusia County Fall Home and Garden Show at the Ocean Center may just be the perfect place to get ideas for your project or to learn some tips to get it finished more quickly. The show includes thousands of square feet of exhibits where visitors will find the latest in products and services for everything from builders, contractors, and much more. This year, visitors to the show can meet celebrity guests Wade King and Brett Raymer, stars of Animal Planet's Tanked. No job is too big, too far, or too outlandish as King and Raymer travel the world to make the fellow fish enthusiasts' dreams of having their own little piece of the ocean a reality. Other event highlights include landscape, gardening, and water features, a complete selection of home improvement items, a new product zone, a kids zone, a pet zone where you can adopt pets, and other fun activities. Hours for the show are 2 to 6 p.m. August 26th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. August 27th, and 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. August 28th. Admission is by cash or check only. Adults 17 and older are $7, seniors are $5, children aged 13 to 16 are $3, and kids under 12 are free. Active duty military are also free. For more information, you can visit oceancenter.com and click on the Events tab. In Solutions for Your Life, Lisa Hamilton talks with outgoing Volusia County Extension Service Director David Griffiths. After 16 years of leading the department, he's retiring.
Hello, I'm Lisa Hamilton, University of Florida IFAS Extension Agent in Volusia County. Welcome to Solutions for Your Life. Today I have the great pleasure of talking with our outgoing County Extension Director, David Griffiths. David has been our County Extension Director for more than 16 years, and he's been with the County of Volusia for 38 years. So David, now that you're retiring, congratulations, and what are your plans?
Well, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. My plans are to continue to do volunteer work. There's lots of things out in this county that environmental issues and things that I now will be able to spend some time on. So I plan on doing at least 20 hours a week of volunteering and also continuing to enjoy the outdoors and continuing to teach people about the importance of Volusia County. Mm-hmm. We do have some great events here at the Ag Center, the farm tour, the plant fair, and yes, I do hope to continue to volunteer out here to help those causes because I know the importance of those and the importance of the work that we do here in Extension.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to ask you about that. What is the role, in your view, of Extension in the County of Volusia?
Well, the Extension Office does just that. We extend knowledge and information out into the community. And as an educator and a faculty member at the University of Florida, that is a very important role that Extension has. And hopefully we'll be able to continue to do that.
Mm-hmm. I think so, I hope so. What would you say are the most memorable events or things that have happened during your tenure?
Well, surprisingly, when I look back over the 38 years, I can still remember the first class that I spoke to. Right out of college, had slides in those days. I went to an elementary school to do a presentation, had my slides all prepared, and it was like a class, and I still see those kids' faces. And they are now, 40 years old, but I still remember that first class, and I also remember one of the letters that the children wrote to me, thanking me. One of the students wrote, "I learned more than I already know." And I've used that throughout my career as being, that is a great statement. I learned more than I already know.
Well, that sums up our purpose in Extension, is to educate the community.
To educate the community and take research-based information out into the community, and also, as you well know, to take problems that are in the community back to the university to hope we can solve those problems.
Are there other memorable events or things that stand out to you?
Well, the farm tour is a great example of our predecessor, my predecessor that hired me, Larry Lotholtz. He started the farm tour 38 years ago, 39 years ago, as a opportunity to showcase Volusia County agriculture. And that still to this day is a very, very good program that we continue to offer. We were doing ecotourism long before the term was ever developed. And so that is a great program that we do. And all of the educational programs that we do throughout the office into the community, we help a lot of people in Volusia County, and we provide them a great deal of information.
You established the Master Naturalist program here in the county, didn't you?
Well, I instructed the Master Naturalist classes here in the county. It was actually developed by Dr. Marty Main of UF IFAS Extension, and I taught coastal systems, freshwater, and uplands in the county. We teach each class once a year, and it was an adult class, very good class. It was a 40-hour program. It instructs and teaches people about Volusia County and the ecosystems we have in this county. It's an excellent program provided by University of Florida. I've taught it for about 18 years, I guess, 3 classes a year, and we've ran a lot of people through those programs, and we've helped a lot of people learn about Volusia County environment.
There's always a big demand for it.
There's a demand for the class, and hopefully that class is one of the things that the university will continue to do, or Volusia County will continue to do.
I hope so.
So I do too. I do too. So.
How many faculty members have you worked with over the years, David?
Well, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the people, all the faculty and staff that I've worked with. Mr. Larry Lotholtz hired me back in 1978. We've worked with a great amount of people here. It has been a pleasure. I've enjoyed coming to work every day, And I have a son that's getting ready to go out into the workforce, and that is one of the key things I tell him. Son, you need to be able to get up in the morning and enjoy going to work. And I can honestly say that 99.9% of those days, I enjoyed getting up and coming to work.
Well, I have very much enjoyed working for you, although it's been a short period of time. And I want to thank you on behalf of all of the faculty for supporting and leading us these many years.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. I enjoy it, and I know you'll be in good hands.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
With Solutions for Your Life, I'm Lisa Hamilton.
And now it's time to go into the studio and join our Director of Community Information, Joanne Magley, with her guest, the President of the Volusia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Carlos Valderrama.
Thanks, Amber. Well, people of Hispanic descent are the fastest growing population demographic in Florida as well as Volusia County. So in 2011, the Volusia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, a Deltona-based nonprofit, was formed to meet the economic needs of the area's growing Hispanic population. So in the studio today is Carlos Valderrama, the president of the Volusia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Hi, Carlos.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So with that growth of people of Hispanic descent, how does that translate into the business community?
Well, there was a recent data that was just released from the U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, which we are a member of. They indicated that 21% from our region, from our area, which is South Atlanta, which entails Florida, Georgia, and some of South North Carolina, estimated about 165,000 Hispanic businesses. In the local level, there's been a growth of more so of Latina woman-owned businesses. There's approximately about 144,000 Hispanic-owned businesses, women businesses, in the area of our region, which is the Central Florida.
And I would imagine that businesses that cater to the Hispanic population, there's probably a good market for that because there is such a growing population.
And also the buying power, and that's one of the things that you want to market to that community, you want to market to that the Hispanic market, and they're very loyal, and they do definitely have the buying power for that.
You mentioned Puerto Rico, and we know that they are really reeling in some bad economic times going on. What are some of the stories that you've heard about people coming here and I guess just finding success?
Well, definitely some of the stories are they're very grateful of coming here, and it seems to be there's always, they know somebody here because there's a family member or a friend, close friend, that invites them to come to our area. I personally have met some of the people that come from over there. They have a different mindset. They really want to achieve something because the lack of opportunities in Puerto Rico of employment and advancement is not there. So they're starting to look more this way. I think the first surge that came out of Puerto Rico were the teachers. We saw more teachers come in, and so meaning that they're bilingual, they know both languages. And we see a lot of engineers, a lot of professionals coming into the area also.
Yeah, I saw a lot of physicians. The medical field is
exactly.
another area where they're leaving. So let's talk about Cuba now. I know last year you actually, members of your chamber participated in a trade mission over there that had exhibitors from over 60 countries. What was the purpose of your visit to that trade mission?
We had a chance to actually partner with the Chamber of Commerce of Cuba, which is the Havana Chamber of Commerce, and we were invited to go there for our first time. We didn't know what to expect. So the goal was really to go there and build relationships and really get to visit and see yourself if the opportunity, because you hear stories about different things that's going on over there, but unless you experience it, you know what the opportunities may arise from there.
So with the Hispanic population growing so much in Volusia County, how do other businesses need to maybe adjust their business profile to help gain the business of the Hispanic population, maybe a business that might not be a Hispanic business?
That we are the bridge towards the market. We are the pulse of the community. So we get a lot of calls and a lot of businesses that want to expand to our area, and there could be a non-Hispanic business, but they really feel that they want to get the community engaged, or they want to target that community. So we give information about what would be the best way to reach out to them, what method of marketing tools they could use, and how they could be involved in our community to participate. And I think that everyone pretty much understands that it's not trying to sell the market, it's really trying to be involved and be part of the community at the same time.
And we need to mention that you don't have to be Hispanic to be part of the Hispanic Chamber.
Correct. And I think the misconception is that you have to be Hispanic descent in order to be participating in our station. And the contrary, I think that most of our members are not Hispanics. But what we try to promote is the culture, not so much the language. The culture is slightly different, but we all communicate in English. And we, every time we do an event, we put a little Latin flair towards it, but that's the only difference, the things that we do.
So what are some of the events you have coming up throughout the year, or some regular events that you do that you want people to know about?
We do our breakfasts. We call Buenos Dias Network, and those are our breakfast events. We have the after hours social events, which is more of a social, we call it Conexión, after 5. We do have our lunch and learns, which is some of the workshops and seminars that we do. And the ones coming up right now is the Comunidad Wellness Expo, and it's going to be held at Volusia County Fairgrounds Saturday, September 17th, and that will be an opportunity for the community to come out, because all the service that we were providing as far as screening and vaccines, and just even for the Zika virus, this is a hot topic also.
And this is a free community
event?
It
is a free community event, exactly.
So where can people get more information on that event, or on just anything about the Hispanic Chamber?
They could give us a call at 386-626-4264, or visit our website, which is volusiachamber.org, and go to the event section, and they'll be able to find all the information from there.
All right. Well, Carlos Valderrama, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Amber, back to you.
Thanks, Joanne, and thank you for watching Volusia Magazine. As always, if you have any questions about the show, you can feel free to give us a call at any of the numbers you see listed here, or you can log on to volusia.org and click on the News tab at the top of the screen to find us. Incidentally, you can find the County Council's meeting calendar there too. In fact, you can use volusia.org to find out about meeting dates, workshops, topics of interest, activities, and how you can become involved. And we hope you won't forget to listen to Volusia Today. That's Volusia County Government's weekly public radio broadcast. Volusia Today airs every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday mornings on the local radio stations you see on your screen. For Volusia Magazine, I'm Amber Osmond. Have a wonderful evening.